The disappearance of the Roanoke colony in 1587. Over 100 English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. It was England's first attempt at establishing a permanent colony in the New World. 3 years later, when a supply ship finally returned, every single colonist had vanished. There were no bodies, no signs of battle, no remains of structures. Just one word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. The settlers had agreed that if they relocated, they would carve the name of their destination. But there was no distress signal, no cross symbol indicating danger. Did they assimilate with a nearby Native American tribe? Were they attacked? Did famine force migration? Archaeologists have found clues suggesting possible integration with local tribes, but no definitive proof. The first English colony in America simply disappeared, leaving behind one carved word and centuries of unanswered questions. The Voynich manuscript in 1912. A rare book dealer named Wilfred Voynich purchased a strange illustrated manuscript. Carbon dating later revealed it was created in the early 1400s. Its pages contain bizarre plant drawings, astronomical diagrams, and naked figures bathing in green liquid. But the true mystery is the text itself. The language does not match any known writing system. Cryptographers, linguists, and even modern AI have attempted to decode it. None have succeeded. Some believe it is an elaborate medieval hoax. Others argue its internal linguistic patterns suggest a real, structured language. After more than a century of study, the Voynich manuscript remains unreadable. It sits in a Yale University library, silently guarding whatever message its author intended to leave behind. The lost city of Atlantis, first described by the Greek philosopher Plato around 360 BCE. Atlantis was said to be an advanced civilization that sank into the ocean in a single day. A night of misfortune. Plato described massive temples, powerful naval forces, and incredible engineering. Was it allegory or history? Over centuries, explorers have searched the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, even Antarctica for evidence. Some link it to the volcanic destruction of Thera in ancient Greece. Others believe it never existed, despite countless expeditions and theories. No confirmed location has ever been found. If Atlantis was real, it would rewrite ancient history. If it wasn't, why does the legend persist so powerfully across cultures? The identity of Jack the Ripper in 1888. London's Whitechapel district was terrorized by a serial killer known as Jack the Ripper. 5 women were brutally murdered. Letters were sent to police, allegedly from the killer, taunting authorities. Despite intense investigation, no one was ever charged. Over the decades, more than 100 suspects have been proposed. Doctors, artists, even royalty. Modern DNA testing has been attempted, but degraded evidence and contamination make conclusions uncertain. Jack the Ripper's identity remains unknown. The killer vanished as suddenly as he appeared, leaving behind one of the most infamous unsolved crimes in history. The fate of Amelia Earhart in 1937. Aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart attempted to fly around the world. Somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, her plane disappeared. Officially, she ran out of fuel and crashed into the sea. But no confirmed wreckage was ever recovered. Some theories suggest she landed on a remote island and died as a castaway. Others claim she was captured by Japanese forces. Recent sonar scans have revealed possible debris fields, yet nothing definitive has been proven. One of history's most celebrated pilots vanished mid-flight, and the ocean still keeps her secret. The Dyatlov Pass incident in 1959. 9 experienced hikers died under bizarre circumstances in the Ural Mountains of Russia. Their tent was found cut open from the inside. Some bodies were barefoot in the snow. Others had fractured skulls and broken ribs. One woman was missing her tongue. There were no signs of external struggle. Official reports cited an unknown compelling force, avalanche, military testing, infrasound-induced panic. In 2020, Russian authorities reopened the case and suggested an avalanche was responsible, yet many details still do not align perfectly. what truly happened that night remains deeply unsettling. In 1872, the merchant ship Mary Celeste was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. The ship was intact, the cargo untouched, the lifeboat missing, but the crew had vanished. There were no signs of violence, no distress signal recorded. The last log entry was days earlier, reporting calm conditions, piracy, mutiny, natural disaster. Numerous theories exist, including alcohol vapor explosions and rogue waves. Yet no confirmed explanation has ever been proven. A seaworthy ship abandoned in silence. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 4,500 years ago. It contains over 2 million stone blocks, some weighing several tons. How were they transported and precisely positioned without modern machinery? Traditional theories suggest ramps and massive labor forces, but no definitive construction blueprint has been discovered. Recent studies reveal complex internal chambers and alignment with astronomical bodies. The engineering precision continues to astonish modern architects. Ancient Egyptians left monuments that still challenge modern understanding. In 1948, an unidentified man was found dead on an Australian beach. There were no signs of struggle. In his pocket was a scrap of paper reading Tamam Shud, meaning ended or finished in Persian. It was traced to a rare copy of poetry. That book contained a mysterious coded message. His identity remained unknown for decades. Recent DNA research suggests a possible name, but many aspects remain unclear. Was he a spy, a victim of poisoning, or something else entirely? A single phrase in a dead man's pocket turned into one of Australia's strangest mysteries. In 1977, a radio telescope at Ohio State University detected a powerful signal from deep space. It lasted 72 seconds. It was so unusual that the astronomer reviewing the data circled it and wrote one word beside it: wow. The signal came from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation. It matched what scientists would expect from a potential extraterrestrial transmission. But here's the mystery: it never happened again. Despite decades of searching, no identical signal has ever been detected. Was it a natural cosmic event, a one-time anomaly, or something trying to say hello? Nearly 50 years later, the wow signal remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in astronomy.